All right, episode 97 of the 580 show. I'm here with my co-host Jason Frawley,
Let's
the world's
go.
strongest producer, Dante Pedrella. I don't know why I said it like that. Petrella.
You
Pedrella.
sound like a dork, but we'll let it go.
Petrella.
I'll let it slide.
All right, boys. So what's the word?
It's late, man. We gotta
It's
get this
late.
one in. It's a late one.
Yeah. Um,
Josh won another
Crazy.
show today.
Yeah, Ohio's strongest. Second year going there. Always a fun
Yep.
time, like 40 minutes from home. So that's always fun to be able to catch a good local show like that. I mean,
Mhm.
especially for me, obviously the local shows that like we have at our gym, I can't do.
Right.
So Dylan and Alex and everyone, like they always have a ton of volunteers and they do a great job. So it was Monty, you were there for a little bit today.
For most of it, yeah.
Fun show. I'm planning on doing USS Nationals this year.
Okay.
Um so I am it kind of just made sense for me to do it. A lot of people today were like, "Why are you doing this the week after nationals?" But like the events were very similar to nationals last week.
Yeah.
I leave for my
Right.
honeymoon in literally less than 48 hours, so it's a built-in deload anyway. So just went and had fun. Um, and yeah, it was a really good day. So props to those guys. Are how strongest. We'll have a vlog out sometime. Um, Dante's just churning out that content, but we videoed the competition today too. So it seems like everyone's kind of liking the vlogs on YouTube.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
last
we'll
one
have that
last
out
one's
there.
still doing pretty good. The Nationals vlog.
Yeah,
If you guys haven't watched it, yeah, go give it a peek.
yeah, for sure. I think Dante did such a good job putting that together.
Yep.
Um,
I think that's Dante's best one.
yeah,
That's
by
my opinion.
far.
So
It was really cool. I just want to say, like, today was the first time ever in my life. And I genuinely mean this. I felt like a local celebrity. Like I just want to say, like, I really appreciate everyone that came up and like congratulated me on nationals last weekend. It's finally kind of like set in today. And it was cool. I had like a week to reflect now, and it's just
sure.
like it's just crazy. Like, you set these like crazy goals like 4 years ago, and like for one of my biggest goals like ever to come to fruition, and like, people to come up and say it and congratulate you. And I like the 580 show. I like horsepower pre-workout. It's really surreal. And like it's crazy like what we've kind of built with this podcast the last like 2 years and the supplements this last year. So it was just a really fun day. It was like got to see a lot of people I know, got to meet a lot of new people, and that's kind of always like the advantage of going to a local show. See a bunch of people and make some new friends. So,
For sure. For sure.
but
Was it at the same place this year?
it was at the same industrial park, just a different building.
Oh, okay.
So it
Okay.
was at the
Mhm.
front building this year, and it's actually
Okay.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
bit
Dude,
cleaner of a warehouse this year.
dude, I should have gave you guys my 50-50 tickets because I like left and I like saw in my pocket. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, you didn't win. You didn't have blue tickets, did you?
No, I had red.
Yeah, a blue ticket won. So that's how I knew.
Makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, I was gonna call you because no one was reserving the winning ticket, and I was like,
Mhm.
dude, I think Dante might have this, and then it wasn't you though. But I will say the last thing about Ohio Strongest that's really cool. If you guys haven't followed, like I made a donation from 580 today, but every single year they pick a new cause and they donate every single dollar to a cause. So
Yeah.
last year I believe was Peyton Strong, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
it was a teenage girl who had cancer or some bone disease. I don't want to completely butcher that, but
Right.
and today was I kind of want to it was Philip Strong,
Okay.
and his parents were there, and like I just kind of want to
Oh,
read this real quick. It just says each year I just think it's such props to Dylan and Alex and their whole team to do something like this every year, and it's really awesome. Each year Ohio Strongest chooses a benefactor who exemplifies the strength, determination, and will we all aim to achieve when we compete training throughout life. This year, our benefactor in Warriors, Philip, in 2018, at the age of 2, he was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. I can't pronounce that cancer. So it's a rare tumor, an abnormal tissue growth that originates in cells in the liver, and he battled and fought for months, and he got the news that he's cancer free. However, unfortunately, in August 2020, Philip was diagnosed with another rare form of cancer, leukemia. So it's like, it's a young kid, obviously, that and earlier this year, Philip lost his battle with cancer, and it's just his parents were there today. And like it says in the thing, like, however, his spirit, courage, and love will remain to continue and inspire us all to fight childhood cancer. So I know that's a little deeper than we usually go on the pod, but it's really cool just seeing, guys from this area, especially strongman, and like stepping up and doing cool stuff like that. So a little long-winded, I know, and I kind of butchered a little bit, but you guys get the point. It's just an awesome cause.
Yeah.
Right. The meaning is the important part, and that's great. Yeah, that's awesome that they do that every year. So,
but hey, thank you to everyone that supports 580 members, people that purchase the pre-workout shirts, stuff like that, because we were able to make a good donation on the behalf of 580, and we wouldn't be able to do that today without all you guys. So
for sure,
that's huge. But yeah, I was talking to people today, on the lighter side and on the cool side, and I'm curious what people around the country have to say, other people that listen that aren't in our region. But just talking to people, it's really cool. Like, we obviously have our gym. Calvin Vaughn and those guys opened up their gym.
Yep.
Obviously you have Dylan, Sean Shoemaker up in Youngstown. Yep. It's crazy. Like, I think that we are literally in like the hotbed of strongman right now. And like it's huge right now to see so many cool gyms that are kind of like perfectly spaced out in our area and all doing strongman shows and cool stuff like that. Like Ohio, I think we hosted a regional for Strongman Corp that we were able to give out Arnold bids. Ohio Strongest is huge every year. Calvin's running Static Monsters.
Yep.
It's gonna be the first year for Akron Strongest.
Yep.
Which is close to us. Nationals was in Erie. It's just cool to see. Is like, you would never, I mean, Dante, like, you were part of the Pig Iron Classic, and that was like not that long ago. It was like literally 2 years ago, and like we barely could get 40 people, and now it's like you sell out a 60-person show in like 22 hours. It's nuts. Like, it's
Battle of the Bridge came a long way from Pig Iron Classic.
I heard like the coolest sentence today. There's two guys talking, and they were next to me and Allie, and they didn't even know we were there. And the one kid said to the other kid, he said, "I'll see you at Polar Express." And they dapped up and said, "Yeah," and then battled the bridge after that.
That's
I was
awesome.
like, dude, that's so sick. Like, that is so
That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah, I was sharing some of my lofty goals for bridge today with some people, hopefully getting some people excited. So yeah, it's gonna be a good one, hopefully.
I definitely think it's fair to say that strongman in this area is exploding,
dude.
I mean, there's people constantly, new people doing the sport.
Yeah, I have
constantly.
I had 2 people reach out just tonight about dropping down for a tour tomorrow for strongman specifically. Right. So it's like, it's so cool. It's so crazy. Like I said, it's kind of unique how none of us are competitors. Like, none of the gyms, and we're kind of like all evenly spaced out. Like, it's really cool and unique. And I was talking to Calvin today. He's actually tickled Frelly because I told him how good of a job he was doing with like detailing the Static
Dude,
Monsters.
his Iron Podium listing is freaking fantastic.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
it's funny. Yeah, I told him, and I said, you were the one that brought it up to me, and it's so good. Like, when people are detailed about that stuff, it's just cool. It, like, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but definitely just cool, unique ideas you get kind of from everyone. Like, if you got a lot of good brains and people that care in the same area, it's like it makes everyone better.
For sure.
Like, I'm wearing a shirt right now. I mean, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see it, but I think this is a sick idea. Okay. So let me explain, because I want to stay close to the mic, but everyone. So Ohio Strongest has a like staple event, and it's a medley, and they call it the Death Medley. And if you finish this year, you got a shirt, and the shirt says, "I survived the Death Medley." And on the back, it has literally what the medley was. And I think that's so cool. Like, I was telling Dylan, like, that's so awesome, and it goes a long way. Like, someone may not have won first place or won a trophy today, but it's like, hey, I set a personal record. I finished this really hard medley, and you leave with something. Like, I thought that was cool.
Right. I agree. I like the idea, man. And then, speaking from personal experience, that medley sucks.
Yeah.
So if you finish it, you're doing pretty well.
Was it the same barrel from last year?
Yeah, same barrels.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
barrel, that barrel takes no
Eight
prisoners, dude.
8 people's lunch, man.
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I was happy. I shaved 3 seconds off my time from last year.
that's good.
Just hey, keep getting better every year. That's what I kind of wanted to do today was just hit personal records and kind of go against myself and have fun.
For sure.
And I did
Yeah.
that. My judge, dude, was hard as hell on sandbag to shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Like
Do you know who
was,
it
I
was?
mean, good judge, but I don't know. But was super strict. And I want to
Yeah.
hit double digits with the 220 bag. And I was one motioning it so well for my first like 4 or 5 reps. And I was having to hold it on my shoulder for so long.
Mhm.
And it was good. Like it was strict judging, which was good. And the judging was fair today. But yeah.
I'd rather
I-
see
I
it
think
be a little. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think someone said that he was pretty high in the USS.
Yeah, I mean, he was there to judge the axle
I
world
didn't,
records.
yeah, I didn't get a
Oh,
name or
okay.
I didn't
The
get a name or
national
anything.
records. Yeah,
Hey, I'd rather it be a little more strict than too loosey goosey.
I agree.
You know, I agree with
Only-
that. So
Only hiccup from the day. So, we did deadlift. It was the event was frame deadlift for reps.
mhm.
And I'm like, I'm gonna go all out. I want to see how I can do
Oh,
on this
yeah.
frame. It's a pretty hard frame. I've never really got to do a frame deadlift in a comp. So I was
Right.
kind of excited. My weight was 650. Dylan makes his shows pretty heavy, like relative
Right.
for like I guess you want to say a local show. Obviously, it's
Right.
Ohio's strongest. I like it. I think he does a great
Yep.
job with the weight matrix. And
Yep.
I go to pull and I barely pull my first rep. Like I'm talking like blowing out my freaking pants 1 rep. And I was like, dude, my deadlift, I don't know if I'm dead from last weekend, if I just wasn't familiar with the implement. And I hit a rep, I win the event. The other kid wasn't able to get a rep. And I step back and I watched the 220s come up because the 198s and the 220s combined to like an 8-person class or something like that. And there were some strong dudes. And
Right.
some kids I know in that class that are pretty decent deadlifters. And first guy goes zeros, second guy goes zeros, etc. And every guy zeros. And I look at the frame and I'm like, dude, that's 810. So the middle weights were loaded to 810 and we were loaded to 720. And so I feel a little bit better. I at least hit a 720.
Yeah. Right.
Felt difficult. But yeah, those poor middleweights had to all go again. They bumped them down to their weight and they all had to go again. But that was the only
Yeah.
But
It happens.
yeah, dude.
It happens.
Everyone was super understanding. I mean, you get an awesome volunteers that like donate a whole day. It's people are gonna make mistakes. It happens.
For sure.
Yeah, that's all I really got with Ohio Strongest. Another cool weekend.
Sounds like it was a good day.
Yeah, it was good.
And the weather was a million times
Weather
better
was
than it was last year.
perfect. Dude,
Yeah.
for
Remember that
Western,
last year? It was chilly.
yeah, Western PA,
It's
Eastern
chilly.
Ohio on October 22nd to get like a 70-degree day is wild.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah,
wild.
for sure.
So yeah, that's cool. I guess next we're on to Polar Express now. I'm gonna like breathe for like
Can't
2-3
wait.
weeks, and then I'm gonna go fully into promoter director for that. I'm really excited.
Video one's already up on the 580 YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out.
Yeah, I had 2 people today tell me that are competing tell me they really appreciate it in person.
Dude,
today.
those videos are awesome, man. I'm really hoping that like over time it kind of becomes a normal thing.
I know
It's so
I know.
easy and it's so simple, and like it might take you an extra total, like cumulatively, to record those videos and upload them. It might take you how long
Yeah, and I
to
mean,
do all 5 events?
The thing is, too, you don't need to like do it all fancy dancy like we did.
right. That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
right.
Dante puts a
Right.
lot of time and effort into it, which obviously I appreciate. Like it's on our YouTube channel and like we're trying to grow it and it helps a lot.
Yep.
Like, dude, if you're a promoter and you have an iPhone or
Just take
someone
a
at your
video,
gym has an iPhone, dude, take a video and be like, hey, here's the axle we're using. This is what's allowed. This was what isn't allowed, and clarify it and drop comments if you have questions because then everyone can see the comments.
It's
It
also nice.
completely it eliminates so many questions. It eliminates
Mm-hmm.
like what about this? What about this? Like everybody knows then going in what to expect.
Well, like, and you don't need to have a YouTube, like, You don't even need to be on YouTube to just click the link. Like you don't need to have an
Right.
account, and you can just read
Right.
the comments. And then it's like everyone
Mhm.
that asked a comment, it's answered right there. And it's,
Yeah.
Right.
Plus,
I
like as
don't
a
know.
competitor, I appreciate like being able to see what the implements are going to look like before too, so that way I know
Absolutely.
training similar.
Dude, we're prima donnas
Mhm.
in strongman. Like everyone needs to know, like some of the questions I've got as a promoter, like, are crazy.
I mean, sometimes
And
it's nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
yeah. I mean, I just like having a forum where I can just get everything done at once.
Because
And like
people read things. Everyone can read
I
things
just
differently.
I
Mhm.
probably said it on the show before, you guys know, but like my biggest pet peeve with strongman is the using Facebook for everything.
I hate it.
I can't even, my brain can't fathom it. Cause it's like, if you have a show with 100 people, what, maybe 60 use Facebook? So you're
Right.
leaving 40%. I mean, it's just an example, but you're leaving 40% of your people without the information. I
Right.
don't know. Iron Podium's awesome.
I was just gonna say, if you use Iron Podium, you get the email for every competitor because you have to have one to sign up. It's the
Dude.
easiest way to communicate. Everybody, almost everybody nowadays, has their email on their phones.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
I
I don't
agree.
know. I don't know why. I don't know why people don't use Iron Podium. But I talked
Right.
to the owners of Iron Podium the other day. They're super great people and trying to continuously improve the the website.
I can
So
only
That's awesome.
imagine what else they can add to that, dude.
yeah, I think they'll continue to learn.
Right. Right. It's only
Like,
gonna get better. Yeah.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying, dude. Like it's already great. Like I can't imagine
Mhm.
what else they'll be able to do with that thing.
Sure.
yeah.
And the nice
Yeah,
thing
we're
is
gonna
too, your scoring's live. Like if you use Iron Podium, you don't need to have people running scores and then posting scores. It's already done for you. So you can
right.
just display it on a screen somewhere.
And it
So people can
organizes too.
see, yeah, people can see the scores
And
like right away.
everyone has an iPhone. They can just go on and look
Yeah.
right from their
Yeah,
iPhone.
that too. I mean,
Like,
Android, but
yeah, whatever. And both do it. But
right.
yeah, and I mean Dante's working hard for the live stream for Polar Express too, which is like a feat. Hopefully, obviously it's gonna be a little bit of a pilot for us. It's our first time doing it. But
Yep.
if it's successful, I mean, obviously I think we'll get better every single show. That's obviously the goal. Um, but I think that's huge if we can have a free live stream for every show.
yeah, I think it's gonna go all right. Like you said, it's gonna be a big learning experience too. But if it goes the
Well,
way if it goes the way I think it's gonna go, I think we're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
we can do trial runs too. Like
Yeah,
during like
Yeah, he
before.
already has started a little bit.
That's what I mean.
We're gonna have to.
So
We just need to wait
yeah.
on some equipment before we can actually really start the trial runs. But
Right.
Yeah.
we'll go full force once Josh gets back from Punta Cana.
Yeah,
Utah.
I'm filming. I'm gonna film. I want to be on the pod while I'm gone.
What's the time zone there? Is it still Eastern?
I think it's the same, yeah. At worst, it's 1 hour. I think it's the same actually.
I think it is
yeah,
too.
we'll be good. We'll figure out a time during the week that we can hop on. I'll look like an island boy.
You gotta get
But
the little dreadlock hair too.
yeah, I'm excited. Like every competitors, just check your emails every Friday from here on out.
Yep.
And we're gonna send events. I like to send just some little notes, stuff that's on my mind. And yeah, just really excited to see everyone December 10th. Got me hyped today going to another show and getting
For
fired up.
sure.
getting ideas and stuff.
Be ready for the after party.
Yeah.
The after party is going to be wild.
Yeah, don't everyone just dip this time. Let's actually enjoy ourselves and celebrate and
Yeah.
say hi.
Right.
That can be a YouTube video too, Dante, the vlog for the after party at Polar Express.
Yeah.
That would be a good one. That would be a good one.
I think honestly, like I think what people are enjoying the most on our YouTube right now has been like our competition recaps. I think
For
people
sure.
like if you
And-
look at like what the most successful model is, and I think it actually, and Dante might tell me hell no, but I think it's like the best bang for our buck because like doing an eating challenge is, especially the way we did it, is really that's a lot of footage, like putt and stuff.
Mhm.
That was a lot of footage,
Yeah.
but like competition vlogs were there. It's kind of easy. We can do different formats for them. So definitely want to. Anytime a competitor from our gyms doing something like that. I would like to vlog it if we can.
Yeah, they love
For sure.
the tri series stuff and the competitions.
Yeah,
Yep.
for
Yeah.
sure.
And it makes
And the-
sense. I mean, the competitions make sense. We're promoting mostly to a strongman audience, right? Like,
Mhm.
it's not crazy to think those ones are the most viewed.
And plus, it's cool just to like see behind the scenes stuff. Like we watch
Yeah.
like big names on YouTube do that stuff. So
Yep.
seeing like some people you can actually relate to and like, hey, I just lifted with him the other day in the gym. You can kind of
yeah.
see
Exactly right.
it's not all serious. Sometimes we have some fun behind the scenes and
Yeah, it was really cool actually. Something that really kind of resonated with me, and it just brought a smile to my face. Not to be cheesy, but we were at the banquet, Dante and I, last weekend, and someone came up and said, "I've never seen The Human in my life," and they said, "I really love the podcast. We listen every week."
Mhm.
And I was like, "Oh, that's so awesome." And they said, "What I like about it is that you guys are more relatable. You're not always talking about World's Strongest Man and
Right.
stuff like that. It's like the local competitor can relate to you guys." So I thought that was really, really cool. And it was like, it was
I
awesome.
feel like we say it all the time, man. We are literally just normal dudes.
Yeah.
Like we're normal
Have fun.
guys that just like to do strongman, have fun, and train hard. Like that's it.
Yeah. We
Said
say it
we
all
just
the time too. We'd probably do this
yeah.
podcast if 2 people listened every day.
Right.
I
Right.
mean,
Because we like
I'm
doing
like
it.
so happy with what our numbers have been lately on the pod, and it's
Right.
been awesome. It's just
Dude.
so cool that people listen.
they get better every single week. It's so
So-
cool to see. It's such good motivation to keep growing and do better too.
I
So
agree.
much fun, man. I
Dude.
enjoy doing it every week.
Yeah, me too.
Like I
It's
said, we
fun.
talk to each other like this anyway, so might as well just
Right.
put it
It's
on
the
pod.
truth.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah, I'm just so fired up to keep growing 580, and like I know this is gonna be kind of like a boring episode. There's not much going on, but
Yeah.
I'm really fired up and like shows. Obviously the supplements side, I'm really
Yep.
trying to grow. 2023, that's a huge goal of mine, and we got some good news. You guys both know, but
Yep.
we're gonna be able to move forward with our second product, and hopefully actually maybe like February, March-ish, like be like live with like product in hand and being able to sell it.
Mhm.
And I think the product's something that people are gonna definitely love and consume. It's something you guys have all asked for nonstop since we did pre-workout. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
flavor watermelons, probably 15 tubs left.
Yeah.
Mixed berries fully stocked. And then flavor 3 is like less than 6 weeks away.
Dun dun
So
dun.
it's gonna, dude. What's crazy is it's gonna be like within a week of Polar Express. So it may debut at Polar Express or it may just miss it.
Just like horsepower last year.
I
580
know.
strongest.
That'd be cool.
I
That'd be
know.
cool.
I'm like, I want it to be here so badly, and I think it's gonna miss by like a week, which sucks. But
No, we're positive. All positive.
yeah,
It's coming. It's gonna be here on time. Let's go.
I hope.
Come
dude.
on. Come
I
on.
hope. I just
Who do we gotta
I
talk
think
to?
this.
Who do we
I
gotta
think
talk
people. I think people are going to love this flavor.
Yeah, they
So,
will. I
if
know they
people
will.
if people ordered a shirt from Hosswear, our new Barbell Club logo shirts, they shipped yesterday, so should be here very soon.
Shout out Jake and Ross.
Yeah, they're dogs. Hosswear, we
love
gotta
it.
have those
They're-
boys on sometime soon. We should
Yeah.
have them live at Polar Express.
We could have them. We could have them before Polar Express and then talk to him there.
I know, but
Like,
I
we
want
could
them
have 'em-
hammered in person because those guys are just funny hammered.
They
Like,
are funny.
they're just party guys. Like,
Yeah.
they're awesome. I'm so happy. That's another company like Hosswear, and us are gonna collab hopefully not early, sometime in 2023. We've talked
Don't
about
tease
it.
me. Don't tease
Yeah,
me.
I'm teasing it, dude, because I'm
Don't
holding those.
tease me.
No, because I'm ready for it and I'm waiting
Come
on
on.
them. I'm waiting
Come
on
on.
them. So, Hosswear guys, if you're listening, I'm not forgetting about our collab. So I can't wait. But they're busy. They're gonna be in
Yeah.
OSG. If you're there, stop by and say hi to them.
Great booth. They have a great booth at
Yeah.
OSG.
They're just great guys. Like I
Get a shirt.
really recommend, like, if you're doing a strongman comp, to go through Hosswear for your shirts, or if you just
And then-
your gym or
yeah.
your garage gym, your training crew, you guys are getting shirts made, dude. They're a strongman company, like through and through.
Yep.
And they support strongmen and women, and I can say that firsthand.
Yep.
And they're awesome guys.
They will do shirts anywhere. Like, it doesn't matter where you're at. They'll
Yeah.
ship it to you.
Yes.
Like you might have to pay for the shipping, but they will ship you your shirts. So
Yeah.
don't let the fact that if you're in California and they're in North Carolina, they will still do your shirts.
Yeah.
Don't
Dude,
let that discourage you.
we were talking shop this weekend about Polar Express, me and those guys, and
Yep.
the shirts are gonna be really cool. Like,
Yeah.
so the logo's obviously out there. Like the color, the one that I'm posting, it's like black and gold, just but we're gonna change it, obviously, and it's either gonna be competitors are in a green shirt and volunteers are red, or vice versa, red and
Sure.
green. So
Yep.
obviously Christmas, holiday, and we're gonna put a little bit of a holiday twist on the shirts. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun. I'm excited.
Now I'm excited.
Yeah, just little stuff like that. But those guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Even if you have a business, get your business shirt made from 'em.
Yeah.
They
They'll
do
do
they
it.
do that easy. But
They'll do it.
yeah, they're good dudes.
Yeah.
But what else? Anything going on in the
I'm
world?
excited. I'm telling you what, man, I'm excited for the Rogue Invite.
Oh
It's
yeah,
next, it's this
that's next
weekend.
weekend.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
week
gonna
from
miss
today.
it. Well,
Starts
actually, you know
Friday,
what's really
Saturday,
cool?
Sunday.
They're doing a free live stream for that.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
That's so cool. They did it
Oop.
last year
Yep.
Yeah,
too,
Rogue
right?
always does that, I think.
That's
Yeah, they
awesome.
did the same thing. Yeah, so
I mean,
if you have internet access, you can watch it.
that's so cool.
It's
Like,
awesome.
yeah, I really like the way that's all evolving. Obviously, Rogue's a huge company, so they can kind of afford to have like the highest tech and do it on YouTube. So it's a lot more accessible to them.
For
But
sure.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Rogue is getting into strongman.
they're getting it, man.
CrossFit's getting into strongman. I know
A little
all you
bit.
little dorks are gonna go, we don't want CrossFit. Yeah, it's their CrossFit is implementing a lot of strongman stuff. I like it.
It's
There's
for the
a
bet.
where did
If it
Kurt tell me? Kurt told me that there's a log next weekend at the CrossFit thing.
really, I
If
didn't know that.
CrossFit side is having a log.
That's cool.
I mean, he could just be stupid and it could be wrong, but
Nah, he's usually pretty.
I wonder if
Kurt's
it's going to
usually
be like
pretty
a
right.
real log or it's going to be like a modified log. 'Cause, you know, they do like the sandbag, Husafel and stuff.
Yeah,
I
right,
don't know.
right. I don't know. I'll
But
be
that's
interested to
cool.
see though. So
That's really cool.
yeah,
I
People,
think
all the
I
it's
sports,
a
think
huge.
it's going to be one entity at this point, you know?
I I
Right.
think I think both sports can learn from each other. And
Most,
Agreed.
and it
most
helps it
definitely.
grow each other. I think strongman
Mhm.
getting away from the model of a show taking 9 hours, and I think CrossFit of getting stronger with all
Yes.
well all it is crazy because like you say stronger, but there's guys that have like a 500-pound deadlift but also run like a sub 5 minute mile, which is like
Sure.
unbelievable.
That's
So
what
like,
CrossFit is, right?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
but I like both sports learning from each other, and
Agreed.
it's only gonna help. Take
I was at a CrossFit competition today, and I was talking with a CrossFitter about the sandbag to shoulder event.
Oh, that's cool. It
You know what I
seems
mean?
like
Like it's relatable. Like we can both relate to it.
well, like okay, what dummies don't understand is how much that helps strongman.
Yeah.
Okay. So this CrossFit Games event 10 was sandbag to shoulder max, and it was a huge hit. That was the most
Yeah.
buzz that was I it's probably just biased because obviously I like strongman and I'm in the strongman like world.
Right.
So I heard a lot of buzz about it, but I
Mhm.
feel like it was so popular. Like you said you were talking to someone about it just today, probably. But like, okay,
Yeah.
so what happens is CrossFit uses it on their big stage and 100,000 people watch it or however many people, probably more
Mhm.
than that. And they say, oh, that's cool. So all these local gyms buy Cerberus sandbags or Rogue sandbags or another small strongman company sandbags. And those companies now go from small companies to medium companies and they can support our strongman shows and sponsor our strongman shows because everyone's buying them now. You guys see
Right.
like how
It's
the
a
hell it
ripple
benefits us?
effect, baby.
Thought
Ripple
like
effect.
I think if strongman is going to keep growing, which it's obviously rapidly growing, we spent the first 10 minutes of the podcast talking about how it's growing in our area. We
Yep.
have to not be stupid and not push away cool stuff.
Yeah, man, for sure. And he said one of the questions he asked me was, what did your strongman friends think about that event? I'm like, honestly, I can't think of one person who had a negative reaction to it. I
I
really
loved it.
can't.
I'm
I
sure
every
there's
every
idiots.
strongman person I knew that was aware of it was like, holy shit, that was impressive.
Dude, I thought it was sick.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it was
I thought it
great.
was sick.
So
It was so fun to watch. But I
it
don't know.
was.
I'm just saying there's freaking strongmen that weigh like under 200 that were beating super heavyweights at every show I go, like
Right.
those guys are freaks. But that's cool.
Right.
Keep it going. I want CrossFit to keep using strongman stuff because I want strongman to grow. Some of you guys
Yep.
don't, but that's stupid. But I guess we but
Yeah,
that's awesome.
for sure.
Who's gonna win the Rogue Invitational?
Martins.
I like
You think
Lacey's
so?
too.
Yep.
Who's
He's repeating, baby.
what's the lineup? Let me look.
I don't know the lineup. You
Someone give me the
up.
lineup. Dante, you're the producer.
I'm looking.
I know Bobby T's going.
Big ass Bobby T. It's a
Big ass Bobby T. Saw him up in Erie. He's going to be down in Texas.
Martins. Sorry, Frawley. You can
No,
go.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Martins, Novikov, Rob Kearney, Maxime Boudreau, Trey Mitchell, Bobby Thompson, Mitchell Hooper, Ithor Melstead, Pavlo Nakanichini, and Kevin Ferris.
That's stacked.
I don't know.
Holy
and
shit.
Hooper could give him a
Hooper's
run.
on a tear.
Hooper's pretty good, man.
Hooper's
pretty
young.
good.
I didn't realize how
Yeah.
young he was.
Dude, I'll just send
26.
this meme page I found. Someone made like a video about Hooper. It was pretty funny.
I'm saying Lisi's.
Yep.
This is no specific order, but this is my podium. Lisi's, Mitchell, and Hooper.
I'm gonna say that
I'm
this
saying
is
Novikov gets left off.
there's who I was. That was my other one. So there you go.
Yeah.
Take
It's
out Trey
crazy.
Mitchell, put Novikov in. That's
What's
fine.
the Dante? Does it say on there what the prize payout is?
Let me look. Last year was pretty big.
Yeah, last year was 133 grand.
Okay, so you know what's cool about this? I talked to multiple people in the last week that are going there to watch.
That's awesome.
I think that's so cool because that's what we have to get to in strongman. Like where like there's like the CrossFit games where people are going to see live shows in America. Like you're traveling. That's like what you're going. Like you're not going to a Steeler game. You're going to watch the Rogue Invitational.
I have last year's prize money up.
What was it?
At least he's got $133,685. Even Jerry Pritchett got last place and he got $4,000.
That is cool. Pays for your travel.
At a minimum, I mean, $4,000 covers a lot.
But like first to second, it's like a big dip. Like Tom Stolman got $66K. That's still a lot of money. That's more than these people are getting other local big shows.
Dude, that's a year's salary for a lot of people. Over a year's salary for a lot of people.
The CrossFit people are making more money.
Right.
Like 100,000 more,
but,
almost.
Yeah. But they draw a lot more.
Yeah.
They draw a lot more. CrossFit has a lot of members.
That's really cool. That's really, and it's in Texas.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, that's cool. I don't know.
Maybe one year we'll have to make a plan to go down.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, when Frawley's competing, and Frawley and Nick are both competing.
There's obviously OSG's coming up. We'll talk about that as it gets closer. Make some predictions. There's some stat classes there.
Dude, men's open. There's like 60 people.
Yeah.
Love it. I want to watch every one of them.
I know.
I heard it's because all the internationals didn't know their travel visas were going to be accepted this year. So like they invited a bunch of like Americans too. So like they couldn't tell them no when they said yes. So that's why the open's so stacked.
Yeah, but I like it. I like it.
I really appreciate Lynn Morehouse. Obviously, he runs OSG. I really appreciate him reaching out to ask if we wanted to sponsor, and he was very professional about it. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to go. Just not. It's just at some point I gotta draw the line of how much I can travel in a year. My job, probably doesn't want me to travel anymore. Going on my honeymoon all next weekend, was in Mexico already. All these strongman comps, I just can't go, but definitely want to in the next year. Next year.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it'll be a good trip if like we get a crew down there.
Hossware and 580.
It was fun when I went last year. It was honestly a great time. Even if we just go for the weekend, like it's a great.
We're gonna get there eventually. We know it. So let's just be real.
But
we'll get there eventually.
That's all I think I got today. Another great episode.
Nice little chit chat.
Yeah. Just stay tuned on the supplement side. We'll hopefully be able to announce some stuff soon in the next couple of weeks.
Right.
Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, 580 Barbell. It really helps us out. As always, you can get merch on our site and pre-workout ships directly to your house. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to add.
That's it, yo. Polar
See you guys
Express,
for
December 10th.
episode 98.
Peace.
Later.